guys, so today I'm filming a talk through tutorial. I'm super excited because I get to talk to you guys during the process and not just a voiceover. I feel like that one's a little bit more impersonal, so it's just like we'll be doing our makeup together today and I'm able to tell you exactly why I do the things that I do. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with eyeshadow since my eyebrows are already done. If you missed out on my brow tutorial, I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. I'm going to start by priming my eyelids. So lately I've been using concealer to prime my lids. The concealer I've been going to is my Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer in the shade Medium Dark Warm. So I'm going to put a little of this all over my eyelid, and I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. You want to make sure that you're always priming your lids before you're doing eyeshadows, just because you don't want your eyeshadows to crease and you want them to last all day and all night. Okay, so now I'm going to just use a basic eyeshadow. I'm going to use my MAC palette today. This one is the Warm Times 15 palette. I'm going to use this shade right here. This one I think is called BRULE. Yeah, BRULE. Just to set my concealer. I'm just using a basic blending brush. I think this brush is by Sigma. Yeah, it's by Sigma. It's the E35. And I'm just packing this on because, like I said, it's going to set that concealer, so I won't move. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be using a new eyeshadow palette. This one is new. I'm taking the plastic off of it now because I'm so excited to show it to you guys. This is also a MAC I Times 15 palette. This one is new and it is limited edition. It's called MELLOW Moderns. Yeah, MELLOW Moderns. It's so cool. Like, I love it. It gives you so many different shades, as you guys can see. You got your purples, you got neutrals, you got your dark black shadows to smoke out your eyeshadow looks, and then you also have your neutral shades that you can have like for every day. So I really love this palette. And look at those shades in the middle, like those greens. Ooh, yes, like we're using those today. I'm excited about that. So yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and add some definition into our crease. I'm going to use my blending brush. This one is the MAC 224. I love this brush. I talk about this brush all the time. And I'm gonna go into that palette with the soft brown shade. And I'm just going to, like I said, define my crease. Warm up the crease area. This is also going to work as a transition shade, so when we use our different colors on our lids, they won't look patchy and they won't skip, because that transition shade is what's going to warm it up and make everything look really nice and blended. And you'll see me go back and forth doing this over and over again, just because I want to make sure the color is deposited into the crease and blend it out as well. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to adding a little bit of a highlight shade. So I'm going in with the color Orb. I'm going to put this right under my brow bone. When you do a highlight shade under your brows, it just makes your brow look a little bit cleaner. Your arch looks a little bit more defined. And it also gives the appearance of a lifted eye as well. I love using a matte highlight shade if I'm going to be using like shimmery shades on my lid, just because you don't want to do like shimmer on your lid and shimmer as a highlight. I mean, you can, but I want the focal area to be my lid and I don't want them to compete with each other. So I'm just going back in with that same brush and I'm blending that out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with that middle green shade that I told you guys I was so excited about using. This is just a Coastal Scents brush. They have really good brushes as well and they're cheap. So I'm just going to pack this on all over my lid. I love this color. Olives are so in right now. I really think this is going to be the color that's gonna go out throughout the year. It was really big in the winter, but I just don't see this color going away anytime soon. These shadows are so buttery. I love them. I really feel like if you have a really good shadow or really good eyeshadow palette to work with, it can change your whole look, just because if they're easily blendable, if they're beautiful colors, it can just make everything come together. So I did, if you notice, a lot of blending as well as packing the color on. I am going to go back in with my handy dandy 224 MAC brush. I don't have any extra product on the brush. I'm just going to blend everything together just so we won't have any harsh lines. Now I just want to deepen up my crease a little bit more, so I'm going to go in with a MAC 217 brush. I'm going to go in with that green, but it looks sort of like a gunmetal green color. And I'm going to deposit this on the outer portion of my lid. Not going too high into the crease, just because you don't want it to look like you got punched in the face. And I'm literally just dragging this back and forth on the outer portion, and then whatever's left over, I'll drag it in the inner corner. Now I'm going to go in with another Sigma E35. This is just a longer handle brush, and I'm just going to blend. If there's one tip that I can give anyone when it comes to doing shadows, is just to take your time. I know that's easier said than done because a lot of us have families, kids, jobs that we have to run to, but just take a few extra seconds just to really blend the shadow out, and you'll notice a big difference in how it looks. Now I'm going to go back in with my 224 brush, add a little bit more of soft brown, not in the crease, just right underneath that highlight shade. I'm just going in there. Now I'm going to go back in with that dark, really dark black shade that's in the palette. It's called Carbon. It only takes a small amount of this color just because it is so dark, so you're going to see a lot of pigmentation from it. So I'm just going to use it on the outer corners just to give a little bit more smokiness. And now we can go on with mascara. So the mascara that I've been using a lot has been the In Extreme Dimension, and I am going to wear a falsie, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. When you wear your false lashes, like your strip lashes, make sure you add a little bit of mascara to your lashes, just because that's going to make the strip lashes look more natural. And like I said, you don't need that much. I'm just trying to make sure each lash gets coated. I also find that when I do my mascara first, it's easier for me to do my eyeliner. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward with liner now. I'm using my NYX Cosmetics Liquid Black Eyeliner, and I'm gonna get so close to the mirror right now because I can't see. So now our mascara is done, our eyeliner is done as well. Now we're gonna move on to lashes. Lashes that I've been raving over lately has been by SOCIALEYES. The ones that I've been wearing a lot of are the Minx 2.0. These are so gorgeous. They are so thick, so pretty, and they are mink lashes. And I love the VIXENs. The VIXENs are very long and very wispy. Today I'm going to wear the VIXENs just because they have more space through them, so you'll be able to actually see my eyeshadow look a little bit better. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our skin, our complexion. The first thing I'll do is go in with my Peach Luster Prep and Prime pen. This is from MAC. I love this one. It does have an apricot look to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on the areas of my face where there is a little bit of darkness. So if you have any darkness on the skin, you could use that to correct it, and then also it'll give you like this base or this clear canvas to work with. So I love to do this first because it neutralizes my skin. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to foundation. Today I'm using my Prolonged Wear foundation. This one's really good. It lasts about 15 hours. I'm also going to mix this one with a darker shade. So I'm going to use two of the same foundations, one in NC45 and the other in NC50. I will go in and mix the two together, and that will give me my perfect shade, because NC45 is a little light, and then NC50 is a little too dark. So those two mixed together is like my perfect shade. So I'll take the product and just put it all over. Then I'm gonna go in with my buffing brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. And I'm just gonna buff that into my skin. Okay, so now I'm going back in with my Naked Concealer. This is the same concealer that I use to actually prime my eyelids and get my lids ready for shadow. This is actually my favorite part. I get to draw on my face, like that's so fun. I'm blending out my concealer with a brush today. Typically I'll use a sponge to blend out my concealer. I haven't been doing that with this concealer. This concealer is very lightweight. It is full coverage, but it is water based. So when I use my sponge, because a sponge is going to absorb, it takes away a lot of the product, and I don't like that. So I've been using a brush to blend out my concealer lately, and I love it, just because if I'm not using a really heavy concealer, I don't want the sponge to eat it. So that's why I've been loving using this brush. And this is actually a deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, but I love to use this, like I said, for my under eye concealer. Now I will go back in with my sponge to just blend out the outer corners, or you could use your foundation brush to do that. I'm going to use the brush on the actual product because I want you guys to be able to see that concealer. And just go around the outer corners, just so there won't be any harsh edges. Okay, now we're going to set our concealer with powder. I love using this loose setting powder from Laura Mercier. This has to be my all-time favorite powder. I haven't found anything to even come close to it. Like I said, it's translucent, so it really doesn't have a lot of color to it. Oh, when I say I love this stuff, I love it. So I'm going to go underneath my eye one more time, just because I want to make sure we haven't creased. Yes. Then I'm going to go in with my sponge in the product. Then I'm just going to set my concealer. Yeah, we look kind of crazy right now because we are baking, but it's all going to work out in the end. Just trust me. So now I'm going to go in with contouring. I'm going to be using my contouring blush and bronzing powder. This is a duo from e.l.f. So this is the bronzing shade, and this is the blush shade. Taking it a little bit on my jawline as well as my hairline. Now I'm going to go back in with my translucent powder. So what my translucent powder is going to do now is actually carve out my contour. So I'm going to use one, and I'm just going underneath it just to make sure my contour line isn't too far down. And I also like my contour I also like my contour to be very sharp. So yeah, I love how that looks. So we're gonna let that sit there for a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and brush away my excess powder that's underneath my eyes. Forehead and chin. So now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and go back to my eyes. Using my same palette, I'm going to use that soft brown shade, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color to my under eye area. Then I'm going to go on top of that with the green shade that we used on our lid first. And now I'm just going to brighten the inner corners of my eyes with a little bit of vanilla pigment from MAC. Now we're going to use eyeliner. I'm going to use my beige eyeliner. This one's by NARS. It's called BONAPARTE. Don't you just love the face you make when you're doing your eyeliner? Now I'm going to go on with blush. This one is called Lovejoy. It's a mineralized blush from MAC. I'm going to use my Sigma F25 tapered face brush for this. And then I'm going to add highlight. So now I'm going to use my highlight powder in Sparkling Rose. This one is an iridescent powder. Looks like this. I'm gonna use another MAC 224 brush. I've been using a smaller detail brush for my highlight lately, and I really like the way that it's been looking. So after I get 10 pounds of highlight, we'll move on. Just kidding. So now I'm going to just use a fluffy brush. This is the MAC this is the MAC 187 brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend my highlight, my blush, blend everything together. And at this point we can go ahead and sweep away that translucent powder that we had underneath our contour. Let's do a little bit of mascara. I keep looking over at my monitor because it keeps blinking, letting me know like, you need to wrap this up. You've been talking for a long time. So last but not least, we're gonna move on to the lips. So I'm gonna use my most favorite lip liner. I'm gonna use Cork. You can look at it like it's so close to being a nub. And I'm going to line my lips. So now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. I'm going to use a pinky lip today just because I feel like it looks really good with greens. This one is called Only You. It's a cream sheen lipstick. This was limited edition, but there are several pink shades that we can all use. I've really been trying my best to go really light with my lipsticks because I'm the girl who's just like, give me lipstick. Like, all my lipsticks are truly like suffering because they're like falling apart because I'm so rough with them. So now I'm also going to use a gloss. This one was called Goodness Gracious. This is a plush glass. It was limited edition as well, but there are several plush glasses from MAC or any other brand for that matter that look like this. Just a pinky gloss. So my lips are already on, and now we're gonna go ahead and use a setting spray just to make sure that this face is locked in all night. This is an Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and it is for oilier skin type, so it's oil controlling. This is the finished look. I'm so in love with how it came out. Like I said, greens, like olives, mint, like those colors, although they're on both ends of the spectrum, are so pretty to me. I'm always into doing colorful eyes. It is spring, so I'm just like, give me color. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and if you stayed to the end, kudos to you because there is a giveaway. Yeah! That's right, you heard me right, guys. I'm doing a giveaway. So one of you lucky watchers will be winning dun, 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 your very own makeup palette from MAC. This is the one I used today, the Mellow Moderns palette. It's never been opened. I still have it in the box. It's still in the actual MAC bag that I did purchase with my own coin, okay? It's still here. I used this palette, this one, because I bought me one too. I used this palette for my entire eye look today. It's so beautiful, and I will be using it a few more times because I just want to show you guys the versatility of this palette. So like I was saying, one of you lucky guys are going to win this palette. Yay! So all you have to do is follow me on all of my social networks. All you have to do is follow me on all of my social networks. So Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'll have those links down below, and also comment down below and let me know what you love about my channel. What do you love about watching me do these tutorials? And just talk to me, okay? I want to talk to you guys. So yeah, follow me on social media, comment down below what you love about my channel, and also make sure you're subscribed. So those three things, I'll also list it down below just in case you guys missed anything. I will keep this giveaway going for let's say a week. I'm gonna keep this giveaway going for a week. So you have 7 full days from when this video posts to do those 3 things, and you will be entered to win this palette. So I'm so excited, my first giveaway, my first of many, because I plan on being here with you guys for a very long time. But like I said, I hope you guys love the look. It was so fun doing it. So don't forget to thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in my next video.